Hi everyone, it's me Josie here again to do another eyeshadow tutorial with you. Today we're going to be looking at Revolution's Courage, the Wild Animal palette, and it comes with a nice mirror. Obviously you can travel around with it, it's not too bad. It's a bit messy, need to get a good wipe later. So we have these are shades we're going to be playing with, browns and shimmer browns and some creams and shimmer creams. And you got the odd couple of light pinks in there as well as some iridescent shades too. So we're going to obviously be doing a nice neutral look today. I've had to play with this palette a couple of times, and I do like it. The shimmers are really nice on it. So yeah, we'll have a go at that today. First couple of things. I've primed my eyes already, and I've used the Technique Eye Canvas in the shade Light. And I'm going to be using some different brushes today, folks. So I've got some Jessup brushes. I got a pack of 15 Jessup brushes, different shades. They're very nice brushes. I like them more than I like my Morphe brushes for some reason. I've not touched my Morphe brushes in ages, so maybe I need to get those out again and have a bit of a play with them just to get them in use. Yeah, so another thing, guys, that's so important if you want to keep following me is to go over to that subscribe button, hit the subscribe button, and then ring the bell, and that'll let you know whenever a new video of mine pops up. So you kind of keep up with what's happening with my eyeshadow journey, because it is a journey. I've got loads of eyeshadow palettes and lots to play with. So yeah, ring the bell and you'll be able to get that update. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to magnify my eyes so you can actually see a lot better what I'm doing with my peepers. And I like calling them my peepers because it's just funky, right? So let's get started then, shall we? I'm weird too. I'm thinking that I'm going to do a video on Jessup versus Morphe coming up. I can feel that coming up. So see what they're like against each other, see which one performs the best. Alright, so I'm going to be starting out with this Jessup All Over shader, and I'm just going to go in, this right as well. I forgot to tell you. Does not have any shade names on the palette. So there's a grid on the back from 1 all the way to 18. And I'll just call the numbers out and put them on the video for you. Sorry about that. Let's get started now. Jeez, always forget these little things. You gotta kind of pop back in my memory, and we get it down anyways in the end. Okay, so I'm gonna be going over my lid, and I'm gonna be using number, which one is it? number 14 is like a cream, and I'm using that all over shader, and I'm just gonna pop that all over my lid. Right, it's looking all right. I wasn't too keen on this brush as opposed to one of the Lamora brushes that I've got. I'll show you. It's an all over shader as well, and it's a bit thinner, but I really like this one as well. If I use that on that same color, you see it picks up the shade really well off the palette. Couldn't think what I was gonna say then. Just disappeared, as it always does. My memory's not very good. I'm sure if you watched a couple of my videos, you know that. Yeah, I've got a very poor memory. I know I just said that, but I said it again. Okay, so see again, I think this Lamora brush just picks up pigment a lot better. Okay. And I say okay a lot for some stupid reason, so I'll try and edit those okays out as much as I can. Okay, just clean that brush, and I'm gonna go into my Jessup smooth shader brush, smoky shader brush, sorry, and I'm gonna pick the color number 6, and I'm just gonna pop that on the outer corner of my eye. I have these breaks in my speech where I'm stopping to think what I'm going to say before I say it, because I'm concentrating at the same time. So I'm not very good at multitasking. My husband says, oh yeah, I'm good at multitasking, but I don't think so. He said, because we met online, my husband and I, and we've been married now for quite a few years, 16 years, I think. Anyway, we met on the internet, and I completely forgot what I was going to say, but it'll come back to me. Oh, so yeah, anyways, he used to always say to me, because we were talking over the internet, you got too many windows open. That's why you're not paying attention to me. You're talking to other people. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just slow. Just trying to keep up with everything going on. But no, he used to just say, yeah, you're multitasking. And so I'm just kind of, if you can see, I'm kind of putting it a little bit in the crease there, just giving it a bit of a shape. And I'll do the same thing on this side here. Okay, so let's clean that brush. And I'm going to go in with my, sorry for the noise, somebody's riding a nice motorbike and they're being really loud about it. I'm going to this pencil brush by Jessup, and I'm going to go into, oh God, jeez, get over yourself with your big two wheels there. Anyways, so what I was saying, going into number 13, I can't really count, can I? Alright, so I'm just going to pop this in my crease, and again I'm just going to go into that outer corner. I'm kind of creating a little wing, and I'm just dragging it up a little bit. Now you're going to see my lid, or the top of my lid kind of folds down on top of the rest of the lid. I know it sounds weird. What I'm basically trying to say is, like, I've got slightly hooded eyes when one kind of falls on top of the other and closes the openness of the eyes. Anyway, so I'm popping a little bit of that shadow just above it to give that look that my eyes are open all the way and that's not sunken in. I hope I made sense there. Right, other eye. Alright, so hubby's had his surgery on his arm again. And this is the second time around, and he's back in his sling, and he's behaving himself this time. He's making sure he needs help. He yells me for help, or you know, he doesn't do the things that he was doing before, like trying to mow the lawn. Yeah, I just thought that was just a step too far, and he was like, no, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah, and that's why he ended up having a second surgery. Yeah, because so he's behaving this time. That's a good thing. Right, so I'm going to open this up a little bit more as well. If I go quiet, it's just because I'm concentrating. I've not done my treadmill this morning because my legs are really sore. I don't know why, but I wanted to. I got all my stuff out prepared to, and then I started walking on it, and I was like, no, can't do this today. Not working. So yeah, well, I guess I give myself a day off. I guess we all need a day off sometimes, don't we? And life just gets too overwhelming. So I know I've said to a couple of people in group, especially a Weight Watchers group, that I'm almost ready to start my course now, guys. I'm like, so close to having that exact amount of money that I need to get started on it. It's taken me 2 years to save. You're probably thinking, well, that's a long time to save for. Well, yeah, it's a lot of money. Costed quite a bit. No cheapie. For the sacrifice, it better be bloody worth it. I'm sure they wouldn't charge so much unless it was worth the money. Right, that's looking quite good. I'm going to clean that pencil brush again, and I'm going to go in with my soft definer brush. No, I'm not going into that. It's not the right one. My soft crease brush by Jessup. And I'm just going to go in and just blend this in here in the side. It's really important, guys, to have this kind of a soft crease kind of brush. Just kind of blends everything together really nice and smoothly, so you don't have any harsh lines. It all looks beautiful. And if you're interested and you want to know which brushes I've got, I will put the link on the video for you so you can see what I'm using. Okay, that's blended in pretty well. Clean that brush again. And I'm going to go in with this little detail shader brush by Jessup. And I'm going into number 11. It's like a dark chocolate. And I'm just going to pop that in my crease, giving that illusion that it's very deep. There's a lot of depth to it. So I'm just getting right into those little nooks and crannies, those little spaces that kind of get away from you. And some more of that. Did I say 12 then? No, it's number 11, guys. Sorry, wasn't thinking then when I was calling it out. I'm probably yelling at the screen going to me, well, how do you make the dark chocolate brown out of the gold that's in number 12. I don't know. I'm a bit mixed up today, I think. Right, into that number 11. Again into those little nook and crannies. And just dragging that wing that I've created up. I want them to be kind of the same on both sides. But it's a really nice palette. It's, you know, like I was saying, it's very pigmented. So you're picking up the colors really well and they're blending really well also. Okay, let's clean that brush. I'm going to go back into that soft crease brush again, the Jessups one, and I'm just gently blending that crease in. I'm so excited. Can't contain my excitement. Can't wait to get started, really. Of course. Learn by some proper experts instead of just watching videos online. Don't get me wrong, videos, some of them are really, really good, but I want to be taught by experts that like deal in the fashion industry and that sort of thing. And sorry about that, was my phone, folks. I've got this alarm on it. Okay, so I think that's nice and smooth and blended. Let's get some color on the lid, shall we? Right, so I'm going to use my trusty sponge on a stick. I think most of you might have one of these laying around in one of your old little eyeshadow compacts from the drugstore. Yeah, they're best to do with shimmer shades, so let's go ahead and use it then. So I'm going to go into number 4, and I'm just going to start popping that on my lid. I just had to dip into that pigment a bit more for that color to kind of come out. Just dragging it around that outer corner. Make sure I don't have any fallout. Happens sometimes. This palette does have fallout on occasion. Depends on how much you're digging into the shadow, really. You end up having lots if you're digging in really deep. I'm not digging in too deep, just enough, I think. Okay, on to the other eye. I love it. Gold, it's really nice. Creamy gold. Oops, I did a little slip up there. Put it in the finger. Yeah, it's better. It's gone now. And around on this side as well. I'm just going around the edge. Not far out, guys. Don't go too far out. It doesn't look right. Just a little bit on the outside. And some more of that. Number 4, that gold going. Okay, clean that sponge off, or flip it over if you want to flip it over to use the other side. And we're going to go into number 12, another gold shade. We're just going to pump up the volume. And again on the outside, and just around. Probably put the tip in there instead of the whole brush, and that should do the trick. Yeah, that's better. Right into that number 12 again, and I think that's pretty, really pretty. And it's gonna clean that brush off again, and I'm gonna go into shade number 1, and I'm using the tip, and I'm just gonna pop that around that outer corner. First time trying that, guys, so if it doesn't look right, then just use a light wet wipe to kind of take it off. And it's not too bad. It could be worse. A little more of that number 1. Put it on that tip. Again, if you go too far, just use a wet wipe or use your finger like I am. I think I'm probably the only person in the world that uses their finger to kind of mix their products or get rid of product that shouldn't be there. And some more of that number 1. I'll get a little wet wipe, right? Okay, just a little bit here. That's better. Good stuff. Some more of that number 1. I'm just dabbing now. Some more of that number 1. Looking quite good, guys. Right, clean that brush. And I'm going to go into number 5, which is a white iridescent shade. I'm just going to pop that on the outer corners, inner corners of my eye here. And I'm just going to take my eye blender, dab into that iridescent shade and just pop a little bit on just give it a bit of a bling. Alright, let's clean that brush. And now I'm going to use my wing liner brush by Jessa, and I'm going to go into that chocolatey brown that we used before, shade number 13, no sorry, shade number 11, and I'm just going to highlight around there and also onto the lower lid, just to the center, just drawing around, guys, just being very, very gentle. And the other side, sorry, I'm kind of not looking up, am I? Sorry about that, guys. I'm not sure if I like that or not. Okay, so I wiped off a little bit, guys, If you want to do the same, you're more than welcome to. Or if you want to keep using what I was doing before, it's your choice completely. But I not my cup of tea. That's what you get for experimenting though. Sometimes you just gotta try things on and find out if it works or it doesn't work. I'm still using that wing liner brush in that number 11 and just going over my lines. Make sure they're nice and straight and thick the way that I like them. Okay, clean that brush. And I'm going to go into this little detail shader brush and I'm just going to go over that, all that gold, that number 12, blending it out a bit more. Somewhere that number 12. Right, so and finally that number 12, a little bit on that lid, lower lid there. A little more of that number 12. Right, so that's pretty much the eyes, guys. Yeah, I'm a poet. Yeah, I'm gonna go away now, put the rest of my makeup on, come back and talk about this palette. See you in a few minutes. Hey, so I'm back and I put all the rest of my makeup on. This palette, Revolution's Courage palette, the Wild Animal palette. So put it up again, you can see. Has a nice mirror for you, so if you want to travel with it, it's great to have. No shade names on these beautiful shades here, guys. There's only numbers. I did name them in the videos as best that I could, so hopefully you'll be able to follow along with that. So yeah, no shade names. Boom, Revolution, you need shade names. And aren't they just gorgeous? I absolutely love them. I love the browns and the creamy light browns that they've got going on. So yeah, I love this palette, and would I buy it again? Yeah, I'd definitely buy it again. The colors are pigmented enough. When you put them on, you're not having to apply more than what you normally would do if you were using a Morphe palette, for example. Very, very shimmery as well. Some of those shades in there that just kind of pop. The gold especially pops. Let me see if I can magnify a little bit better and you can see what it looks like, and it's so nice. Alright, so yeah, definitely would buy this again and would tell all my friends and all my YouTube family, definitely if you're gonna go for a nice shimmer brownish palette, this is a really good one to go for. I believe I paid only £5 for it, so it's a really good bargain for some neutral shades and some shimmer shades in there. So yeah, I'd go ahead and buy that, definitely. I already did. Would I buy the one? Yes, definitely. Alright, so just a few final things to talk about before I head off downstairs and have some lunch and stuff like that. Just would like you to be mindful and remember that it's so important for me, for my viewers, to hit the subscribe button and the bell so you can get notified whenever a new video of mine comes up. Come on and follow along with my makeup journey and you know, see what stuff I've got hiding in that cupboard of mine behind my green screen. I've got lots to show you. So yeah, enjoy the videos. Feel free to watch any other videos that I've got on my site. If you find something interesting, please let me know in the comment box below. If you want to just say hi, you can say hi. Let me know what you think about the look. Even, do you use your finger to clean off any excess that you've missed? Let me know if you do that too. And that's pretty much it for me, guys. I'm gonna head off now and I'll see you guys all again in the next video. Bye for now.